Good morning, my friends. It's Russo. I'm back with some more NBA picks for you for this small slate. I mean, it's only 4 games today on Tuesday, January 28th. I'm bittersweet right now. I'm optimistic because we've been stringing together. Like we're literally over the last 3 videos. We're 1 bucket and 2 assists away from 11-0. Last night ended up getting 0.5 again. And you guys, hopefully you were able to, maybe you flexed this, maybe you didn't take all these plays. I powered it. I felt really good about this. So I walked with nothing. But Amen, which shout out to my boy in the comments who I was saying Amen. It's Amen. Anyways, thanks for the correction there. I like to pronounce it the right way. But yeah, he's been balling. Took him over 3.5 assists. He actually made a sweat. It wasn't his fault. He was trying to distribute the ball and facilitate quite a bit, and guys were just missing their shots anytime he would dish it out. We'll take a look if they've updated it already, because I'm taking him again today on today's slip. But we'll take a look at those potential assists from yesterday's game and just see how many that he tried to dish out, and guys just weren't hitting their shots. But he ended up cashing for us at the end of the day. 3.5 assists. He went for 4. I actually took this demon in another slip thinking he was going to totally crush this, and if they would have hit their shots, he would have. But Malik Monk is who kept us from the sweep, and it was just 0.5. 25.5 points, assists. I actually wasn't watching this game very closely, but my boy Patty B, he said that Malik got into foul trouble, and that would make sense because I saw like he was sitting at 18 PA for like a long time. But anyways, I was watching other games yesterday. There was a lot of games on. But yeah, so he went for 25. We took him over 25.5 points, assists. And then Christian Braun, I took this demon as well. He crushed this. I took his points demon. He crushed that as well. But 16.5 points, rebounds. He went for 33. This was the most sweat-free play we've had in a long time. Nas Reed was pretty sweat-free too. He went for like 14 points and assists in the first half, and then just made us sweat a little bit. But he cashed it before long, but only going for 17 after 14 in the first half is kind of funny. But we took him over 15.5 points and assists. But yes, we got 0.5'd. Our last slip, we got 0.5'd and missed another by 1 bucket, and then we had the 3-man sweep. So guys, we're so close. So that's why I'm bummed that I missed this, because I powered it. But yeah, I'm optimistic because we're stringing together some green here on the regular. So let's talk about today's play, which I'm doing a little differently. Actually, I do this every now and again. So I wanted to throw 2 units on it, and I kind of wanted to power it again, but I also want to be smart with the bankroll. So I actually, instead of flexing 2 units, I put a single unit on a flex and the same single unit on a power. So the 2 units, $10 total, and if it cashes, we walk with 75. And then on the flex, if we do go 3 of 4, what is that, 750? So we're only losing 250 if we go 3 of 4, which, the way things have been going, I feel good about it at least going 3 of 4. But let's talk about the actual plays. So yeah, once again, I powered it for a unit and flexed it for a unit instead of going 10, But so I like Scoot Henderson over 14.5 points, rebounds. Thompson, I'm actually going his full PRA today, 32.5. I like this value here against Atlanta. Even on a back-to-back, I think this is low for this dude is a stud. He's been balling. And then Deni Avdija, I like him over 23.5 points, rebounds. And then Brandin Podziemski, I love this, 15.5 PRA. So we're going to break all this down. If you guys don't mind, just help me out with the algorithm and just like the video or drop me a comment, whatever you prefer. But that just really helps me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs as soon as possible. And yeah, also make sure you're subscribed, because I post bonus slips in the community section every now and then. Actually, lately I've been posting some like demon slips. But yeah, if I see something that I'm feeling really good about, I'll throw it in the community section as well. So make sure you're subscribed and should be notified if you have the little bell on when I drop a slip in the community section. And I also kind of do a recap every night via post, talk about what the slip did and what it looked like. But all right, so let's get into it. Scoot Henderson. So 6 out of his last 10, he's cleared this points rebounds line, and the matchup is pretty beautiful. 30th in points allowed, 29th in rebounds allowed to point guards. As far as injuries go, let's take a look here. So AJ Green, game time decision. Bobby Portis is out. These other two guys aren't important. And then DeAndre Ayton, game time decision. Other than that, it's just Matisse Thybulle, who's been out for a while with that right ankle sprain. But yeah, he's gotten this done 6 out of 10 games. The head-to-head is looking pretty solid. He's never missed it. And now, this is actually, he's never missed so this is at 14.5. I was getting confused. So yeah, he's never missed this at 14.5. And he's done it like kind of a lot of different ways. His first time out, 13 points, 4 rebounds. And then the next matchup, he just goes for 15 points exactly, no rebounds. And then more recently, this year in January, early in the month, he goes for 9 points, 7 rebounds. Now, I was thinking, whenever you're playing against Giannis and you've got a guy who isn't totally proven, but he's on his way, like Scoot Henderson, I always got to go in here and take Giannis out of the equation and double check and make sure there wasn't some weird situation with Giannis missing one or all or a couple of these games. And you can see when I take Giannis out of the equation, we've got no matchup here. So Scoot has never played against them without Giannis. So that kind of encourages me a little bit as far as the rebounding goes. So in January, early this year, he was able to grab 7 rebounds in a game that Giannis was in. So I feel good about him hitting this low line of 14.5. If we take a look at this here, we've got a note here from Outlier. Right. So he's exceeded 14.5 points, rebounds in 5 straight games at home. So this is a huge value here, because we talk about looking for, a big discrepancy, I guess you could say. I'm having trouble with words right now. We look for a lot of value between what the line is at and what they're averaging when we're taking these plays. And this is huge. 29.8 points, rebounds is what he's averaging at home right now over his last 5 games. We're getting this at 14.5. That's like almost double. That's pretty much exactly double, a little bit more than double. So he's been absolutely crushing it. His last game at home was against Oklahoma City, 25 points, 5 rebounds. Chicago, 25 points, 7 rebounds. Houston, 21 points, 5 rebounds. The Clippers, 16 points, 2 rebounds, and then Brooklyn, 39 points, 4 rebounds. But these last 3, Houston, Chicago, and Oklahoma City, are not easy matchups, so I feel good about that situation here. He's averaged 34.2 minutes a game over these last 5 home games, 3.2 fouls, keeping it relatively clean. Only game that he had a little bit of foul trouble was against the Clippers, and that kind of showed. He still cleared that line up there with 16 points and 2 rebounds. But yeah, if he had less fouls, maybe he would have done even better. But he's shooting 53% from the field, 8 made buckets a game. Look at this, 4.2 made threes a game over his last 5 home games. 51% from beyond the arc on 8.2 attempts. It's beautiful. Getting to the line, 6 attempts a game, cashing 5 of those, so 83% hit rate. And then 8.8 rebound chances a game. So I'm loving this play. I feel like I feel good about it. Like I said, I wanted to just power it for 2 units, but I'm going to play a little bit safe and be smart with my bankroll, and you can either flex it or do like I did, flex a unit, power a unit, give yourself a little in between, higher payout. But so yeah, again, he's done this in all the head-to-heads. We've got a solid matchup here for point guards, and he's just been killing it at home. Let's look at 2024 in general. And Let's go. So, man, already he's done this 56% of the time. Now let's just look at the home games. Maybe it's across the season. A little bit better, 58%. But these last 5, he's just been absolutely crushing it. So yeah, I'm feeling good about him getting this done. We do have DeAndre Ayton as a game time decision, so we have to kind of consider that. Let me go over here to Daily Grind, and we're moving slow again today. We are. So let me type in Scoot real quick, and then we'll see what the optimizer thinks about it. All right, so they like his points over. They have that at a 52.72% odds to hit the over minus 130, which I actually agree with. That's pretty low, 11.5 when we just talked about how great he's been playing at home. So you could take that if you prefer just the points. But the PRA is only seven, it's like a 7-point bump, getting up there to 18.5. We're just going to take they don't like the points rebounds by themselves, so go with your gut. The PRA does look good though. 7-point bump if you prefer that. 52.58% odds to hit the over minus 130. And that's pretty heavily juiced across the board, actually. We got a lot of minus 145s. We got minus 142 on Caesars, and a minus 125 on BetMGM. But look at that, minus 146 Pinnacle. Maybe that's what you guys better take. Go with your gut. I've got the points rebounds locked in, so I'm taking that. But that's favored to go under just slightly, 50.78% odds to hit the under minus 123. And then, yeah, it looks like everybody's kind of favoring that under. They like his points assists over 15.5 if you want that too. They also like his rebounds and assists. And so, yeah, maybe you guys tell me, did I make a mistake going for the points rebounds? I like the matchup for points rebounds. I think it's soft across the board. Let me go to the full PRA here. Look at the matchup. Yeah, it's soft for assists too. But yeah, if you look at the PRA though, so he's cleared this in 5 of his last 6 games against bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. And surprisingly, Milwaukee is that. They're 23rd. But yeah, I mean, I feel good about all of these hitting, to be honest. But after everything that I looked through all of this, there are plenty of options. I do think that points looks really good too. I think he should be good for at least 12. But I think that I ended up landing on the points rebounds because of what they showed us here, averaging 29.8 at home over his last 5 games. So I got to disagree with the optimizer here and say that I'm going to stick with the points rebounds over 14.5. All right, let's keep it rolling. It took a long time on that one. All right, Thompson. I'm such a huge fan of this kid. I say kid because he's a lot younger than I am, but yeah, I mean, he absolutely taken a huge step. And it's kind of interesting when you got twins in the NBA, which we have a lot of that, but I'm like, when is his brother going to pop off the way he has? Like, because you got to, I mean, it's just weird sometimes when you're physically the same with like the Murray twins as well. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. I'm getting a little chatty on this episode. So the matchup is solid, 23rd in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, 18th in assists allowed. He's cleared this 7 out of his last 10 games. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. He has not done it in the head-to-head yet, but he's only played them last season, so he hasn't played them yet this season. He had 32.6 minutes in this last matchup, which was from last season. He still went for 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and 12 points, but we know he's taken a huge step forward this year. Let's take a look at this note from Outlier. So he's also done it in... Okay, so it's just letting us know he's done it in 4 out of his last 5 games. So he's averaging 38.4 points, rebounds, and assists right now. But yeah, I mean, gosh, the thing is like his points rebounds were at 28.5, and we're getting this the PRA at 32.5. So it's only a 4-point bump, but 4 assists is his floor. Over these last 5 games, he's gotten at least 4 assists. So if you're going to only bump it, where his floor is at, when we know he's capable of going off for like 10 assists, multiple games with 5 assists, I'll take that all day. Now, what did I say I wanted to check? His potential assists from last night. Oh, of course, the information's not available yet. I'll have to check it in another episode. I wanted to see how many assists he tried to make last night. Only got us 4, because it was a lot. But anyways, guys, I'm feeling good about his full PRA because this dude is he does everything. And that was against Boston. He went for 46 PRA last night, 47 against Cleveland. I love it. Like, if you watch this kid play, he is distributing the ball, but he's also attacking the basket. He's getting putbacks, great rebounder, but he's just like pretty vicious attacking the paint. So huge fan of this kid. All right, let's take a look here. Daily grind. All right, they like his points over 17.5 as the top play, 52.6% odds to hit the over, -130. They like his assists over 4 again, 51.88% odds to hit the over, -127. They don't like the points rebounds at 28.5, but they do like that points rebounds and assists at 32.5. 50.94% odds to hit the over, -121. And this is getting bumped already to 33.5. We have 33. There's actually less platforms giving it to us at 32.5 than there are giving us 33 or higher. So they also like his rebounds over 10. They like his rebounds and assists. Yeah, most of this stuff is looking good. They just don't like the value that we're getting for the points rebounds alone. That was my gut too. So yeah, just give me that full PRA, or I'd maybe just take the points. The assists would probably be, my choice is I'm going PRA. If I was going to pivot, I'd go points. And then if I was going to pivot again, I'd go assists. That's what I'd do. Rebounds and assists, I think, is actually, he's totally capable, but 14.5, you're not really getting much value there. You're just 0.5ing yourself because you get his rebounds at 10 or his assists at 4. Well, I go 14.5 for both, but I do like the full PRA though there. So, all right, let's keep it rolling. So Brandin Podziemski, he's just getting back. He was kind of out there for a minute. His last game, when he played against Phoenix on the 28th of December, I think he left that game with an injury. Then he spent a full month out, came back on January 23rd and cleared this against Chicago, this 15.5 PRA, and then popped off in his last game against LA, 25 PRA. And I just like where this game could end up going. Let's take a look at some of these over-unders real quick. I like this situation here with the Jazz, and surprisingly, if it's the same as it was earlier, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, here we are. Oh yeah, never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, this is how expected. So we do have a chance for a blowout here. 228.5 over under, 12-point spread favoring Golden State, playing in Golden State, and I think that he could end up getting extended minutes if this does get out of hand. So if you look at the head-to-head, look at that. He's never not done this to them in his entire career. He just matches up well against these guys. Matchup beautiful. 29th in points allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed. And excuse me one sec. It's early. I've been up for a few hours and need some coffee. 5 of 5 in the head-to-head. Here's what I'm looking at though too. He's only averaging 27.1 minutes over these 5 games, and then 0.8 fouls, not even a single foul on average, and then 48% from the field, 5 made buckets, 41% from beyond the arc, 1.8 made threes a game. 10.3 rebound chances, 7 potential assists. And that's on the 27 minutes. So if we take a look at this last 5, I don't think his minutes are quite there. He had the one game where he popped off for 30 minutes, and he cleared that. And then, it's the game that he left. And then since he's been back, they've been slowly easing his minutes back up, 21 minutes, 24 minutes. So I think, I think he can get this done regardless, but if he ends up seeing 30 minutes, he's absolutely going to crush this. Let's take a look at this note from Outlier. So in addition to hitting every head-to-head, he's also cleared this 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed. So he's averaging 20 PRA against bottom 10 defenses for points allowed. So yeah, I'm feeling good about that. If we just take a look here, we're going to go full 2024 season, which actually before I change anything, he's already hit this 53% of the time. So more than half the time on the 2024 season. But let's see, we're going to bump these minutes up and take a look what it looks like when he does get a little bit of extended minutes. So if he even just gets 28 minutes, that's already looking really solid. 89% hit rate. No guarantees there though, so let's bump this down just a little bit. Let's say 25 minutes. That's reasonable. He just played 24 and this could turn into a blowout. That's an 83% hit rate, 10 out of 12 games. So I'm loving this. Beautiful matchup. And ironically, I guess it's not ironically, but if he plays over 25 minutes, games that he plays over 25 minutes, he actually averages 31 minutes. So it's not like he has many games where he's just right on the 25. I'm going to bump this up to 30. Still, yeah, that 86% hit rate. So I'm feeling good about this. This is well over the 80s historically, what he's put up statistically. So I'm feeling good about it. Let's take a look at him on DG. Come on. Struggling a little bit. There we go. Okay, so they have the points, rebounds, and assists as the top play. 53.2% odds to hit the over, minus 133. Everybody's got this favored to go over the 15.5, and we're starting to get some bumps up to 16.5. They think he's good for at least one turnover if you want to pivot. They have it at a 52.85% odds to hit the over, minus 136. They like his points over 8, 51.2% odds to hit the over. And then that's about it for his overs that they like. So yeah, give me the full PRA. I'll take that. Absolutely. All right. Last play, Deni Avdija. So yeah, he's already cleared this 6 out of his last 10 games, for the points, rebounds. Let's take a closer look at this matchup. Beautiful. 24th in points allowed, 26th in, rebounds allowed. And I know it's Milwaukee, but we also know that they're not like as good at rebounding as you would think. Let's take a look at the head-to-head here. So he's cleared this in last 2 times he's matched up against them. One was this year. Look at this. He went for 19 points and 14 rebounds. Wait, what was I? Oh yeah, so Scoot Henderson. Yeah, so let's do the same thing and make sure Giannis was in that game. I think he was. But Giannis is obviously their best rebounder. But we do know that at least as of now, I'm hoping this isn't still up from yesterday, but it's showing Bobby Portis is out tonight, which that's some vacated rebounds in that general area. Okay, so yeah, Giannis, Deni is not played without Giannis in the game either. So yeah, he put up 8 rebounds and then 14 rebounds, 23 points, 19 points in his last 2 games. Now, was this with his old team? Yeah, this was with the Wizards, and then this was with Portland, the most recent one. Okay, so let's take a look at the note here. So he's cleared it in 6 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. In those games, he averages 31 points, rebounds, 100% hit rate last 6 games if he's playing against a bottom 10 defense for rebounds allowed. And we know that they are. So yeah, he's averaging 36.5 minutes in these games, 2 fouls, keeping it clean, 52% from the field, 7.5 made buckets a game. 37% from beyond the arc, not bad. 2.3 made threes a game, and then getting to the line a decent amount. Hitting 73% of his shots from the free throw line, 4.5 attempts, averaging 3.3 made free throws, and then 15 rebound chances a game over these bottom 10 defenses for rebounds allowed. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. He's averaging that 36 minutes. Let's look at this over under. Maybe this is the one I was remembering. I was kind of surprised. Yeah, so 229.5 over under. Milwaukee only favored by 5.5 playing in Portland. So kind of surprised that it's such a close spread. And then that Houston game, 227 over under. Houston favored by 7 playing in Atlanta. I just want to look at one last thing before we get out of here. So we're going to go back to 2024 for Deni and just look at how he's done with a little bit extended minutes. So if he's playing the bottom 10 defenses, let's see what 27 minutes looks like. So yeah, he hasn't actually done this a lot. So maybe the 30-minute mark is the sweet spot. Bump it up to 30. Yeah, still just a 59% hit rate, 10 out of 17 games. It is a lot more frequent on the back half. So go with your gut if you don't want to take this play. I'm feeling good about him going over the 24.5. And then let's just check DG and then we'll get out of here. And it's taking them forever this morning. Okay, so they do like his PRA as the top over. Oh wait, the PRA, I'm taking the points rebounds. Okay, they like that over too. So let me see, let me double check what I got it at. Okay, I did get the 23.5. Okay, so we're getting it a full point cheaper on Prizepicks than what it opened at. So you could take the full PRA if you want. 4-point bump to have the assists attached, 52.95% odds to hit the over minus 132. I took the points rebounds, 23.5 at a 52.17% odds to hit the over minus 129. But we are getting some bumps up to 24.5 already, as well as the PRA is getting bumped to 28.5 on just about every platform. There's only 2. DraftKings and FanDuel still have it at 27, Prizepicks at 27, and then yeah, not as many bumps for the points rebounds, but that's what I'm going with is the points rebounds. He's been rebounding pretty heavily historically against them. So not a whole lot of overs that the optimizer likes. They do like him over 4 assists, just barely. But yeah, that's going to be what I'm going with is the points rebounds. But I mean, I'm not mad about the PRA, but I'm just going to go points rebounds and not really worry about the assists too much. So yeah, if you guys want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, use code BACKDOOR at dgfantasy.com and they will give you 25% off your first purchase. So as long as you want to lock that in, they'll let you lock it in for up to a year if you prefer, just to take advantage of the discount for the long haul. And then if you guys want to check out Outlier, this is my favorite app. I just love diving into all the statistics and being able to like tweak the minutes and take players in and out of the equation and double check, was Giannis in that game when he went for 14 rebounds? Like, you know, that type of stuff. I love really diving into all that. You have all these different statistical categories, and then you can go to pinpoint each position, looking for soft spots in the matchups, up-to-date injury reports. And then my insights tab over here. This is my bread and butter. I love this insights tab. You guys pretty much see I show you an insight every play pretty much, which is just this little tab over here on the main screen. When you have an insight, sorry, my stuff's moving slow. You have an insight, it'll show you it. You can click on it, and then it'll show you the data behind it too, show you the lines, which I like to do, like dive into like, okay, how many minutes were they averaging when they were cashing this, and what was their, like you can just really get into all of it. So try it out for free. They're going to let you have a week with it because they're so confident in what they've created here. And I got to tell you, I had just the other day, they were down, they were offline for about an hour and a half, and I wanted to get the video out. So I was thinking about potentially just using like one of their competitors, and I signed up for a free trial, and I was just like, I'm just going to wait for Outlier because I think that they're doing it better than anybody. That's just my opinion. But guys, I really appreciate you tuning into my show. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and do me a favor, like the video, drop me a comment, whatever you want to do. You guys have been killing it. I really appreciate it. We've been really close. We were almost 11-0. We were this close to being 11-0. So let's keep it rolling. Let's get the sweep today. Small slate, but we got Taco Tuesday. But yeah, have a great day, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.